All right, this guy might be the king of side hustles. He makes about $3 million a year off of 6 or 7 different side hustles, different streams of income.
Wait a minute, $3 million a year from 6 side hustles, which also means $500,000 per year per side hustle on the average. Subhanallah, which is 10 times the annual income of average American people. That's a lot of money.
And normally, all the advice you hear is about focus, go all in on one thing. This guy's like Mr. Shiny Object Syndrome. So I loved having him on. He's very fun. And he comes on and he tells you the side hustle ideas that he loves. So things that you could do, they're kind of weird businesses, but you could do them really in any local market.
This really sounds fun, but you know what? It's a 1 hour, 14 minutes long podcast. Do you have time for this? I doubt it, because you are so busy, you don't have time to watch an important webinar. I mean, this one right here. How many times I asked you to watch this training video, because it's a 99% done for you program video. How many of you watched? You didn't, right? I know it, because you're busy. You're busy making your millions, looking for the next shiny objects and buying your Lamborghini yesterday. But you missed yesterday because yesterday was Wednesday, which was a weekend. You needed to spend the day with family. So you're gonna come back next Monday and probably watch this video? Yeah, you know what? It's moshbari.com, the same myname.com, or scan the QR code and watch this training. It's just one training. It will show you transparently what we do and how we help beginners. I mean beginners just like yourself earned $500 commissions, and tons of them made tons of money multiple times. Like Usman here made $300. Another commission was $947. Akshat here made $900, and before that he made more money. After that he made more money. I can't find him anymore here. But Andy Nasser made $500 for sure. Somebody put this into the right order so I can show people the right thing at the right time. Now I can't find them. What I mean to say is all these people made all this money because our program is 99% done for you. Okay. Enough commercial of my own program. Now let's get back to the side hustle. It's a 1 hour long podcast. You don't have time for this, but I do. For me, it's 6:42 a.m. If I watch this 1 hour long video, which I am going to, at the end of this podcast, it will be 8 a.m. I will still have the full day left ahead of me. So I thought, why not take this opportunity and make this video and share some of the snippets from this podcast. But here's the problem. Not the whole podcast will be shiny for you. I need to pick only some shiny parts to show it to you so you can have some dopamine effect and think that you also can make money. And after watching, you'll go back to your 9 to 5, then come back again, watch another video, then next day go back to your 9 to 5, come back and watch another video, and the cycle will keep rotating. I will keep making money and you will keep watching. We know money is a byproduct of giving first. And that's why we make these videos every single day. And we make them as valuable as possible so you get inspired and inshallah you get results. If one person get results, one person get inspired, we will consider ourselves, our effort as successful. But we cannot do it without your help. We need you to engage in this video, like this video, ask questions in the comments, share with your friends and family, and important, subscribe to our channel. If you engage, then YouTube will consider our content as important content and they will share with more and more people, and inshallah more and more people will get the benefit. And if that happens, you will also be the part of the blessings. So go ahead, like, share with your friends and family, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, make sure you switch on the notification bell button, and ask your friends and family and social media contacts to subscribe as well. We have a goal of getting 10,000 subscribers in next 30 days, and we cannot do it without your help. I'll give you a second to take action. Done? Let's go. So what I needed to do is, of course, go to AI, and I'm going to use a rant trailer custom GPT and just click start. I will copy the video URL and put it here and then hit enter, and ChatGPT found the video. And now it asks me, should it proceed with step number 1? I would say go, step 1. But It wants the full transcript. That's nuts. Now I have to do the whole task manually. It's so boring. Finally, I did it. Control C. Now I'm gonna go Control V and hit enter. Oh yes, now it's working. Look what's happening. ChatGPT is taking notes from the 1 hour long video like a student, like it has an exam to write. And now I have the whole thing in front of me. I'll just pick one of the best lines for you to give you your dopamine hit. I found the number 7 interesting, and it could be global as well. I don't know whether it's valid in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, in the UAE or not, but it's interesting. It's called pet cremation business. For that, I need to go to 38 minutes and 6 seconds timestamp. So let's go, scroll.
So we started a pet cremation business, and that's a fun one. That one's actually very profitable.
That's a fun one.
It is.
Fun for you, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain. How'd you get the idea, and then what is it, and how'd you do it?
Okay, so it all started with a relationship that my business partner had with a very high volume veterinary clinic here in DFW. They do as much business as 5 veterinary clinics. And he learned about the industry and how pet cremation has like 90+% net margins. It's a very old school business. And so but we've had this puppy boom during COVID. So all these puppies are 5 years old now. There's more dogs than children. That's like the whole thesis. There's more dogs than children.
Wow.
It's only getting crazier. And cremation has 90% margins. Most of the operators are 60 plus years old. They're doing great. They're doing fine. They don't need ads. They don't need organic. And if you go look at the Google keyword tool, we saw that the search competition was low, the ticket size was high, and the search traffic was high. So we launched a business around that thesis.
So explain. You went to the Google Ads keyword tool, right? That's where you went to kind of diligence the demand for this.
That's it.
And you found obviously the holy grail: low competition, high ticket, and what was the third one? Growth or demand?
Like volume, high volume, low competition, high ticket.
Yeah,
it's holy grail.
And so you start one of these, and you're actually the service that does it, or you're the lead gen?
We are both. We have 2 different businesses. One is a programmatic SEO site that generates leads for cremation facilities all over the country. And then the other one is we're just a middleman. We have refrigerated vans, and we pick up the pets frozen from the facilities and deliver it from the veterinarians. And then we deliver it to the cremation facilities and take a margin.
Okay, gotcha. And so tell me a little about this business. I know nothing about the pet cremation business.
All right, isn't this crazy? I want to go to Pet Cremation Dubai. This is where it is, Pet Cremation of Your Pet Dubai. And if we analyze this website with Uber Suggest and similar web, we will find what kind of traffic they're getting and the number of search traffic they're getting. Well, it doesn't look that lucrative here, to be honest. So yes, cremation of your pet. Now, the reality in Dubai is that I don't really know how the cremation works in Dubai because I don't have a pet, but I know that there are lots of pet owners as usual. So do they bury them after the pets die, or does the authority encourage cremation? I don't really know, but you can always do a search like this. Okay, why not we go to a local newspaper? What to do if your pet dies, process, costs, and law explained. And it's pretty new article. So the municipality does the mass cremation, and veterinary clinics don't do the cremation themselves, which makes sense. With separate cremation, pets are cremated alone, and their owners have the option to taking the remains with them, and there is definitely a separate cost for that. So it starts with connection with veterinary clinics. You make 90% margin, and there can be 2 kinds of businesses. One, you do the SEO or digital marketing to the veterinary clinics or other cremation services, or you take the dead pet bodies and transport them to the cremation services, or in Dubai's case, it will be municipality. In your country, it might be different, but this is your service. Wow. And because you're taking care of dead animals, you don't really have to worry about taking care of them. less hassle, and probably less regulations. But that sounds like a lot of work, which you don't want to do, I know you. That's why I always say go to the 99% done for you system, moshbari.com, or just scan the QR code, watch this video, and decide whether it is for you or not. It might not be for you. You may just like the cremation service. However, let's move forward to the next one. I'm having fun. I think this one could be interesting. I'm stamped 24 minutes 59 seconds. Let's go. Scroll, 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 scroll.
Okay, so let's jump in. Side hustles and the ones that you currently have. So let's do some of the fun ones. The one I met you on is about Buckys. And so for people who don't know, could you explain just how crazy of a business Buckys is and then the side hustle you created off the back of Buckys?
Buckys? Which Bucky is that? You know this Bucky, right?
Is that Bucky?
That's a new Bucky. I want the old one with Captain America.
Don't do anything stupid until I get back.
How can I? Taking all the stupid with you. Don't do anything stupid till I get back.
How can I? You're taking all the stupid with you.
That's the one I was talking about. Yeah, you know this Bucky? Is this that Bucky? No, right?
Yeah, Bucky's is like your redneck Disney gas station. They're about half the size of a Costco. There's 51 locations and they do like 60 to 80 million in revenue per year each. And it's just, if you haven't been there, there's nothing like, it's like a religious
Wait. So the
experience.
math on that is like 3 billion in revenue on
3
50
billion
gas
in
stations?
revenue?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I've never been to a
Yeah,
Bucky's.
that's right.
What makes a Bucky's so great? Is it even a gas station or is it just something else that happens to have gas?
Yeah.
It's a brand with a gas station. They have over
Probably
100
bank.
pumps. You walk in, there's just things happening everywhere. You've got tacos being made. You've got people shouting about brisket. You've got beaver nuggets, t-shirts, like beavers walking around. The cleanest bathrooms you'll ever find. There's nothing else like it. You just walk in and you're amazed from the get-go.
Okay, before you tell me your side hustle off the back of that, what's the quick kind of origin story of this? Has this been around for like 100 years? Who started it? Like, why is this so successful? I mean, I've never heard that. $3 billion in revenue on 51 gas stations.
They founded like 40 years ago. This is a guy
Wow.
named Arch. He was called Bucky as a
40
kid.
years old
And he opened a
business.
gas station. And then they just started going bigger and bigger and bigger. They just kept pushing the envelope. And their whole signature was this mascot, just this cheesy looking beaver that people just loved. And so once they started selling merch, t-shirts and tumblers and all that, they just exploded. And they're really unique in that they put themselves in far-flung areas.
Okay, Habibi, what is your business in that?
They're not like in the city. They're on the way to a vacation or close to a vacation
I'm getting bored. Are you?
destination.
Oh, so it's like the perfect rest stop, right? Because
Yeah.
if anybody,
Yeah.
like I was just on a road trip, we drove to Tahoe and it's a three-hour drive roughly. But there's these patches where you need to stop in the middle and the bar is so low for rest stop experience, right? It's like, you know, it's basically a porta potty in a good scenario. And then you get like the trucker rest stops, then you get a gas station, then you get like maybe a little strip mall with the Starbucks. But what you're saying is they built something actually like really cool out,
What is your business, Habibi?
and that's on those drives. And that maybe is like one of the golden insights for them.
Yeah. It's just you walk in and you're a captive audience. You can buy lunch, you can buy gas. Most people just park at the pump.
I know, we have it here. It's called AdNoc or Enoch. Let me show you. In Abu Dhabi, they call it AdNoc. And you go to these places, they are so amazing, but they will charge you high price for everything. But guess what? They are fun. And you can get loyalty points. You can use those points to buy gas next time, to buy coffee next time. I mean, do shopping in those little tiny places, marketplaces next time. And in Dubai, they have Enoch. You know Dubai. It's so amazing, so pleasant. Not sure about the price in Dubai though, but they are fun places, every one of them. Yeah, nothing new in that, Habibi. Keep talking about the business. Where is the money? Show me the money.
You can buy a t-shirt. And the average ticket, I don't know what it is. They're privately traded, but people spend hundreds of dollars there. You're not just like buying a Celsius and hopping out.
All right. What is this business you created on top of Bucky's, or like your side hustle for Bucky's?
This is what I was talking about. Please tell me your business.
Yeah. So back to what you said about me not being able to focus. I was in the middle of running this business that was growing and demanding all of our time and attention. And I took my business partner to Bucky's, and he was from Utah. It was his first time. And on the way home, I distinctly remember this. I remember the overpass. I was driving. I'm ashamed to say I pulled out my phone and I said, Kirk, these guys must kill it online. And I said, do you know Disney does like X billion just through their online merch store? These guys must kill it. So I go to Buckys.com. I look for the shop button and it wasn't there. They didn't sell online, anything, not food, snacks, shirts, anything. And I just sat there in silence. I felt like capitalism was being murdered. Like, why? What good reason is there for this? And this was like 6 years ago. And so then we just started talking and we're just like, what if we launched a website for them? What if we went online for them? Because we were running a 3PL, third-party logistics business at the time, really hard business. And we thought we could launch this business for them as like a permissionless way to get their business end to end.
Oh, first of all, this kind of Bucky is not available in all countries. So it might be an irrelevant topic for you guys. Sorry about that. The second thing is making this zero permission website might also be questionable. However, let's listen. Maybe we'll get some idea.
And get them as a customer. And maybe they'll try to sue us, but worst case, it'll be a great story.
And so what'd you do?
So the first thing I did was started cold emailing the founders, the executive team, everyone, and saying, hey, you need to be online. We can do it for you. We'll build a Shopify store. We'll do everything end to end. We have a warehouse, shelf space, etc. No response, just crickets. So at that point, it's like, all right, let's take this into our own hands. So
Most people give up there, right? Try to partner. Most people won't even cold email. But if you do cold email, you give up when they don't reply.
Yep, exactly. So we bought beaversnacks.com.
Well, basically, giving up is the fastest side hustle ever.
Because that's their mascot, was a beaver. And
giving up is the side hustle for everyone. Anyone can give up right now, even before you start, right? And just by giving up, you can make billions. Buy your first Lamborghini. Maybe tomorrow you can say, what color is your Bugatti? Just by giving up.
I went to Thumbtack and I hired a photographer for like $200. And I documented all this. I have pictures of
Okay, so there is a potential $200 investment that you may not like.
all this. I took my 4 kids and wife to the nearest Bucky's, and my wife and I split up. I said, you get
What? Did he just say 4 wives and kid? No, I think it was 4 kids and wife. Ah, okay.
merch, I'll get snacks. If it has a Bucky's logo on it, buy it. Like, I don't want the Doritos or the Coke, because they white label a bunch of stuff, right?
Okay.
Like, I only want something with a Bucky's logo. So we spent like $3,000. We had a receipt this long. We took it back to the warehouse.
Was the lady like, wow, what are you doing?
Everyone was looking at us. And I'm like an introvert. I hated it. I felt so weird. I'm like, don't look at me. Just let me do my thing. So we bring it all back to the warehouse. We put it in this office, hire this photographer, and she takes pictures of everything. We upload it in a CSV to Shopify. We launch a website, beaversnacks.com. And I say launch, like nobody knew it existed. So the first thing I did was start scraping and cold emailing every Texas reporter I could find. Eater, Southern Living, Texas Monthly.
All right, this part is marketing part. So pay attention because marketing solves the traffic problem. And I know traffic is the biggest problem for you, for me, for every little and big internet entrepreneur.
Fox News 38, San Antonio district, you name it. And I just start.
He just wants anyone to say in their newspaper or their news that hey, there is a new website where you can buy Bucky's stuff.
Saying like, here's who I am, here's what I'm doing. Here's who I am, here's what I'm doing.
And so you weren't afraid, because most people try to be laying low doing this because, hey, we don't have an official partnership. You took the opposite approach. You're like, hey, can I use this story to get some attention, whether it be good or bad? Is that right?
Yeah, because I thought like, okay, worst case scenario, cease and desist. We have a great story for a podcast one day.
Absolutely.
Best case scenario, we get them as a customer, or this is a standalone business. Somewhere in between, is going to be interesting, right? Maybe I have to fill my pantry with snacks, like $3,000 worth of snacks, and my kids eat them for the next 7 years.
We had a guest come on and he said, do what makes the best story. When in doubt, like when you're at a fork in the road, take whichever path will make the best story. You chose the path that'll make the best story here. Okay, so
Guys, this is a $1 billion lesson. There are $1 billion companies based off a story. And people eat stories. People buy stories. I say this to my members of my 99% Done For You program or my one-on-one students that if you fail today with something, if something doesn't work, then push it harder because you'll get a story. You'll get a failure story. You'll get a rags to riches story. And you will definitely win someday. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after. If you stay consistent, you will definitely win. You will definitely make money. But these stories will stay with you for life. All your life, you will be telling these stories. I tried A, B, C, and I failed. Then I did XYZ and I failed. I was on the verge of giving up. I went almost bankrupt. And then I did C, D, E, and boom, all of a sudden, everything clicked and I started making money. So that story will stay with you for life. So keep going and keep collecting stories.
So
yes, and I heard that episode and I thought, that's me. I agree with that. So I also did my research, and it's called first sale doctrine, which means anyone can resell whatever they want. They just can't pretend or imitate that brand, right? Like there's a guy that imitated trade.
For example, I cannot say that this is my video. So I'm showing the creator, the creator's name, the channel's name, the whole background. Even you can see my windows on my browser. So not only giving full credit, but also you cannot claim that it is yours. It should not be like that. And in fact, when you are honest, your audience, despite the fact that some of them will go to this channel and watch the rest of their videos, and maybe your audience will buy from them before they buy from you, but still they know you as an honest person. And they will tell your story to others that, hey, there is one guy, when he shows other people's videos, he gives full credit, so you always know the original video creator. Anyways, just keep it simple and keep it honest.
Trader Joe's to do what I did, but he called himself Pirate Joe's. The logo was similar, the store layout was similar, and he got sued out of existence. So I thought, okay, as long as I say I am not Bucky's, I'm a third-party reseller, and I'm clear about that, they really don't have grounds to sue me. So I started cold emailing people. They loved the story, and I started getting on the phone with reporters.
And any tips on that? So, I've learned this with PR, which is that PR is this very specific niche game. And once you understand how a journalist thinks, you can reverse engineer what you need to actually do. So like, for example, our buddy Ramon did this recently. He went mega viral because, and he knew this, he texted me, he called a shot. He's like, as soon as the tariff news came out, and some people thought this is going to be horrible for businesses. Some people thought, well, why don't those businesses just make it in America? We'll buy it if it's made in America. And so he launches an A/B test on his website. So Afina.com, it's like a clean shower head. So he runs an A/B test, and he says you can either buy the one that's sourced out of China, or you could buy the one that's sourced out of America. And the American one costs a little bit more because it costs more to make it in America. But here you go. You have a choice. And the results were something crazy, 25,000 visits or something like that. And there were literally 0 checkouts on the American product. There was a few hundred on the Asian made product. And he goes to the journalist. He ran the test because he knew, look, either the results are going to show people will buy it made in America, or they won't. In either case, I have a very strong story. And he goes and he gets it written up. It's been written up in like 40 major publications now. And he got tons of traffic to the site, tons of backlinks. His SEO went way up. It was a genius, quick acting move on the back of the tariff news. When most people were playing defense, like me in e-com, you're like, oh shit, I just need to survive. He went and played offense. So I'm curious, do you have any tips from your experience about how to get people to actually write about you?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I think? I think you should take just one tip and take action on it. You might say that you're an introvert, you have a day job, you can't do all these things, that's okay. We can't do most of the things we watch, we see, and we take advice of. But if we have that intention that, yeah, I'm gonna take action on at least one of these, you will find something that you can take action on, then that is enough. You have to act on them. And honestly, if you are from US, I think you can still play the tariff game. And you can always cold call using AI, using someone who is okay with calling. If you are not okay with calling, you can always send cold emails. Whether they hit inbox or spam box, doesn't matter. You can send 50 to 100 emails per day to newspapers, to news websites, to journalists, reporters, influencers.
You have to understand that reporters want something cool to write about. I get DMs all the time from people wanting something from me.
Absolutely, because this is their job. They need something to talk about. So you are actually helping them. You will hit some egoistic people. Of course, that's okay. A lot of them, if they receive your email and find your story interesting, they might just reply you back.
And 98% of them, they have nothing interesting to talk about. But if someone DM'd me and said, hey, I did this cool thing, will you post about it? I would, because I want to post about cool things.
Yeah,
you know,
my job is to post interesting things.
I think this is enough for today's video. And I think I shared with you an idea of making your own content. We all spend time on our screens, on our computers, on our mobile phones. We keep watching and consuming. Instead of just consuming, you can use this screen time. Do your thing, like the same thing I did. I used AI, analyzed the video, got the bullet points fast in front of me, and picked one or two of them to watch together with you. I cannot take another person's video. Yes, that's true. But as long as I give full credit and I'm not claiming that it's my content, I think it's all good. And they are getting benefited from my videos. They're getting exposures from my videos. And you are getting benefited from what I have to say. And of course, my biggest benefit is trust and authority. You know me as a trustworthy person, and you know me as an authority of my own industry. And you also know there is a 99% done for you option in this website, moshbari.com, or you can just scan the QR code and you can watch this full training video to understand digital marketing and our 99% done for you option that you can take, and you may also make money like our other members. It's not a claim, it's not a guarantee. The results are not typical, but there are high chances that if you follow our system, you will also make money like them. And you see these numbers, these are one commission for one sale. That is called high ticket affiliate marketing. And you also learn that you can use AI, analyze a content and get bullet points, learn fast. You can also ask that, hey, ChatGPT, turn the above notes into a table and tell me which side hustles can be done by audience who are people who have a 9-to-5 day job or an existing business and just want to make some extra cash from a side hustle or a side business because they only have maximum 1 to 2 hours per day. Add an additional column with a rating out of 5 for easy for beginners. Also add another column for $500 per day income potential and add ratings out of 5. Go and just hit enter and look what happens. Now you're getting a table. You get the summary. You get the ratings. You literally learn everything without going through a 1 hour long podcast. Of course, this is for action takers, and if you're just like me, you will keep watching, but so what? Day will come when you will choose one of these side hustles, turn it into your main hustle, replace your day job and earn the money you want to earn. Let me know if this video was good, whether you liked it or not. If you liked it, hit the thumb button. If you hate it, hit the share button, because you might have hated it, but your friends and family will love it, because it is actually a helpful video. Am I being a little arrogant? Oh no, absolutely not. However, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Ask your friends and family to subscribe if they haven't yet, because that's the only way you get a notification from YouTube when we will upload the next video tomorrow. For more money techniques, watch these videos, and we will see you on the next one.